Well, we do have a long, and I don't know if intriguing is the word for the relationship, but we have a very rich relationship. And 2020 is going to commemorate 70 years since the establishment of diplomatic relations between Mexico and India. I think, the highlights that I would mention are two. One of them is that we have now what we call a privileged relationship between Mexico and India, which of course brings the kind of contacts that we have to a high political level. And the importance of those contacts, of course, is given a special priority by both countries in order to implement whatever actions are taken and by the decisions that the policymakers make. That's on the diplomatic side, I would mention that. On the economic side, I think it's very important to mention that last year, Mexico became India's second largest trading partner in the Americas, only after the United States. The new area where we want to venture, where I think it's important, is in the areas of new technologies, questions of artificial intelligence, IT, high tech in general, where both India and Mexico are doing very creative work, and where there's a potential for innovative encounters, joint research of what is available of the creative resources of both countries. Mexico right now is very high on the list of countries where in the ease of doing business, we have reduced the number of days that it takes to set up a company or a business in Mexico. The number of paperwork and bureaucratic requirements have been expedited, so that nowadays it's much easier for a company that wants to go to Mexico to set up shop there. The other thing that we do, of course, here from the embassies, provide all the support that we can in terms of information, of contacts, and trying to facilitate. Because, if large companies usually don't need so much the help of an embassy or local authorities, because they have a very large network of that helps them to do that. But small and medium-sized enterprises do need that, and that's where we come in a very significant way to help them, to provide them with all the assistance that we possibly can, so that their initiation of projects in Mexico is made much easier. Mexico has been a significant provider of oil to India in the past years, and we continue to be one of the key exporters of oil and derivatives to India. But we're also moving into new the new energies, cleaner energies. We're also working on that. Mexico is studying now the possibility of joining the International Solar Alliance, that is an initiative of India and France. But even though we're not members of it yet, we have been following it very closely. We have been working together with the appropriate people here in India to see what it is. There's Indian technology already in Mexico that is working on this kind of cleaner energies. And of course, we're working, the two countries are working on the broader goals of creating of combating climate change, amongst other measures, through cleaner energy. And this is something that we're very committed to do. The auto industry is very important in Mexico. Mexico has become, if I'm not mistaken, the sixth largest producer of automobiles in the world. And at the same time, India is the second provider of automobiles that Mexico imports from abroad. Mexico, for us, the automobile sector, and not only the car itself, but all of the related industries to it is extremely large. It provides I believe like 30% of the GDP of the manufacturing sector of Mexico, which is a very large one. And of course, for additional Indian industries to have a presence in this sector is very important. Here we have very similar concerns when it comes to the international agenda and issues of peace and security, on questions of the newer issues of the international agenda like climate change, sustainable development. We are striving to have a better communication between India and Mexico so that we can work together in a more coordinated fashion to advance those global interests that both countries have. We really want to work much closer with India and with the Indian authorities in order to develop synergies so that by working together we can be more effective in achieving the goals that we want in the international field.